Welcome back, my friends, to the motorbike show that never ends. It's hello from him, it's hello from Himmy, and it's hello from Sasha, the Himalayan dog. What's happening today, Sasha? You've come and sat next to me, haven't you? What's happening today? It's coffee and muffin time. Coffee and muffin time. Afternoon ritual. Yeah, and guess who likes muffins? Me and my dog. So what we're going to talk about today, Sasha? You're going to talk about centre stands. That's right, I am. Yes, centre stand on Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. I think the bloke that designed this also designed the centre stand on the Triumph 1200 Tiger, because that's a bit awkward to push it off the centre stand and even to put it on, and so is this. Yeah, I watched a video the other day of some guy was going up to Alaska on his Himalayan, and he got it loaded up and he was trying to push it off the centre stand and he couldn't do it. He had to dismount the bike, push it off by hand, put the centre stand down, get back on the bike and do it that way, which is a bit bloody awkward. Now, I wonder why in 2025 we haven't got a centre stand that's easy to use, when back in the 1970s we had bikes with centre stands that were very easy to use. My Eldorado was very easy to use. My Spada, which is a 79, was very easy to use. Brilliant centre stand. It requires hardly any effort. Why we got this? Well, I don't know. But one thing I did notice was those bikes, they had a nice curved stand that sort of came down like that, so the bike rolled onto the centre stand. And you go back to the 1930s even, the Bruff Superior had a roll-on centre stand. See, ordinarily the stands in those days were on the back wheel because of the rigid suspension. Somewhere where Sasha's nose is, but Bruff came out with this roll-on centre stand, which is a very good thing, and that also had a nice curve. So I thought I would try that on this. So I got a bit of 1-inch flat bar and bent it into what I thought would be approximately the right shape. It was all experimental, all done seat of the pants. Slid it underneath, ran the welding cables over, stick welded it on, and then made a very quick gusset to stop it from bending back, and that's what I've got. I'm not proud of that welding, but it won't fall apart, that's one thing for sure. And I figured I might be changing it anyways, but there, that's what we've got. Same the other side, and it has helped quite a bit. Not a huge amount, but it is easier to get on the centre stand and easier to push it off. I did make it longer than I originally planned. That's why it's got this tailpiece on, and I was going to cut that off, and I thought, well, I won't just now, because the more surface area you've got, the less likely it is to sink into soft ground. So we've left it like that. One problem we may have is that this will catch on plant material, or catch on ruts if you're riding through ruts, so we're going to have to try that out. A way to get around it would be to shorten it just a little bit and then bring the gusset down from higher up, so anything would tend to ride over it. At the moment it's a bit of a trap for anything, but we'll try that size for now and see what happens. The way it is now, in 10 seconds with a grinder, you can cut it off, so it's not a big deal. So that's one thing we're going to try. If anybody has done anything similar to this, please get in touch in the comments or so. Tell me what you did. I'm just putting this information out to help people, give people ideas, and do it that way. I'm not trying to make money out of this or anything, but if anybody copies my idea, I'm going to come after you. Just a joke. No, I don't really care. So there we go. That's just one little thing they've done on the bike. I don't know if you remember, I made these knee pads to go here to keep my knees dry and out the weather, keep them warm. It worked pretty good. Worked very good. And so what I've done now is I've extended them down a little and up a little to the top of the bags. So now my knees are in, and I brought it back a bit too. My knees are in still air, so my rickety old knees are not getting frozen like they were, and they stay partially dry in the rain. It takes quite a lot of rain to get them. I haven't extended it any lower because this bike will be going, or has been going off-road, and I didn't want to have anything down there catching on anything, ruts or whatever. And again, it's very soft material, bends very easily, very soft, and shouldn't cause any damage to either me or cause minimal damage to the tank. So that's it from a different angle. You can see it costs nothing. A very, very thin aluminium bracket that will bend very easily should it hit. There it is. I'm just taking off bolt mounting there. Very, very thin aluminium, will bend very easily. And on the other side, excuse me, Sasha. On the other side it looks like that. Now if I'd been smart, I would have remembered which way to cut that out. So I've got one where the base is showing, I've got another one where the fake tread plate is showing. It doesn't affect the functionality. It would have looked tidier if I'd done it the other way, but I've run out of that stuff, so I can't recut it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Also pushed a bit of sponge down in here just to block that area off. Rode it in some heavy rain a few days ago, a couple of times, and I noticed that rain is splashing up here. You can see the muck on the back of the fork legs. I washed the bike the other day, forgot to do those, but this area here had mud splashes on it. So we might think a bit of what to do there, I don't know. Think about that a little bit. Of course, I haven't put the front mud guard back on again yet. I will do that. Yeah, so she can see she's without a mud guard at the moment. I will put it back on because I found in that heavy rain, very heavy rain, there was a V wave coming up off the front wheel and coming back either side of the bike. So that's going to put the high mud guard back on, but it's going to be painted black. I really don't like having a white mud guard out front. It looks too much like a dirt bike now. So anyway, that's me for now. Just a quick one. Yeah, so that's my centre stand adaptation. Seems to work all right. Hasn't solved the problem 100%, but it makes it a lot easier. What's the matter, Sash? What's the matter? You want another piece of muffin? What? Of course you do. There you go, girl. There you go. So, until next time, I'll get back to my coffee break now. So until next time, it's goodbye from him, it's goodbye from Himmy, goodbye from Sasha, motorbike dog. Take care of yourselves, look after one another. Keep the rubber side down, shiny side up. Be good to yourselves as well. Bye for now.